inside a book I never finished. 3 lines written carefully, then crossed out in the middle. The paper had gone yellow at the corner where it bent. My younger hand was certain that silence was a debt. I used to think those words were waiting to be paid, like some part of the past could not rest until I said them. But what I never said has learned another shape. It does not stand against me like it used to. It lives now in the pause before I answer too quickly, in the way I let someone finish what I already understand. It lives in softer leaving, in not turning hurt to proof, in knowing every feeling does not need to make a claim. You may never know the sentence, maybe that is how it stays. Not buried, not forgiven, just no longer at the gate. The unspoken has a shape, but it is not a wound tonight. It does not ask for rescue, it does not ask for light. It used to feel like absence, a room I could not close. Now it moves inside me gently, like a truth that changed its clothes. The unspoken has a shape, I can carry it this way, not as something missing, but as something time remade. I do not need to send it, I do not need your reply. Some words lose their purpose when they survive the night. Maybe saying them would change nothing, maybe saying them would change too much. Maybe silence kept one mercy neither one of us could touch. There are truths that reach us later, not to open what is closed, but to teach the heart a language quieter than being known. The unspoken has a shape, but it is not a chain. It no longer makes a prison out of one unfinished day. It has softened into patience, it has settled into breath. It is part of how I listen when there is nothing left to fix. The unspoken has a shape, I can let it stay unnamed, not as something missing, but as something time remade. I closed the book, the note stayed there, not hidden, not heavy, just quiet in a kinder shade. There is one thing I never asked you, not because I forgot. I passed the old dry cleaner with its sign half lit in blue. For no clear reason, the question came back through. Not sharp enough to blame you, not loud enough to stay, just the shape of something missing, walking softly with your name. Some questions stay without becoming chains. They can sit beside the heart and not be given rein. I wanted to know the moment your feeling changed its course. Was it one tired morning or many quiet ones before? Did I miss the first small closing, or did both of us do that? The question had its reasons, but it does not need me back. The question I let stay does not need to be answered. It does not need your voice to make my life make sense. I can carry what I don't know without turning back for more. Some doors remain unopened and still become a door. Maybe there was no single moment. Maybe love just changed its weight. Maybe both of us were slower than the truth we had to face. I do not need the clean line, I do not need the key. I can leave the past unfinished without leaving it in me. The question I let stay does not keep the room in shadow. It no longer wakes before me or follows every road. Not gone, not sold, just no longer everywhere. The question I let stay can stay without despair. There is one thing I never asked you. Tonight I let it stay there. My coffee had gone cold before I found the nerve. You noticed but said nothing, only turned the cup around. The steam was almost gone, but your hand stayed near the table. I had carried that one sentence through 100 safer days, polished it until it sounded like someone else could say it. Then the rain kept ticking softly on the window by your chair, and I stopped making the truth smaller just to keep the evening fair. Coffee, rain and truth, all cooling where we sat. I thought the room would change when I could not take it back. You did not call me brave, you did not look away. You let the words remain there without asking them to shine. I kept my thumb on the napkin, folding corners into lines. You watched the little paper bend and gave me all the time. There were people at the counter, there were spoons against ceramic. Still inside that small permission, nothing hurried me to hide. Truth sounded softer with coffee going cold. Not easier, not lighter, just finally my own. You did not make a lesson from the part I had concealed. You let it be unfinished, and somehow that felt real. Coffee, rain and truth, nothing grand enough to prove. Only one small table, and the way I stayed with you. I used to think confession had to open every door, had to change the air completely, had to ask for something more. But this was only weather. One cup, one careful breath, one honest thing between us that did not ask what came next. You reached for your own coffee, as if the world could still go on. That was when I trusted I had not said it wrong. Truth sounded softer with coffee going cold. Not rescued, not forgiven, just allowed to be told. You did not make me cleaner, you did not make me new. You only stayed there listening until I could stay there too. Coffee, rain and truth, the afternoon turned gray, but something in me loosened when you did not look away. My coffee had gone cold, the rain kept falling through. I left with less to carry, not because you took it, but because you heard it too. We stood under the striped awning while the afternoon came down. You asked if I knew the song playing thin inside the cafe. I said I used to know it, then lost the second line. You laughed before I finished, like the rain had given us time. Buses sighed along the curb, people ran with folded names. The whole day kept on moving, but it didn't feel the same. Nothing started loudly, the rain just made us wait. Two strangers sharing weather and a song we couldn't name. Under the awning, with nowhere else to be, some part of that brief shelter came home with me. You told me about a bakery that closed before you tried it. I told you I still keep old tickets from places I don't miss. The rain began to loosen, neither one of us moved. You checked the sky for permission, I checked your face instead. There was no sign above us, no promise in the street, only water on the pavement and your shoulder close to me. Nothing started loudly. The rain just made us wait. Your smile beside the doorway left a small light in the gray. Under the awning, I didn't know your name, would keep returning softly with the sound of passing rain. Kept playing, the street moved on. I left the awning, still hearing your laugh in the rain. The train moved under the city with its tired yellow light. My reflection in the window looked less certain than I felt. I had nowhere I was rushing, no answer I could use, just the soft pull of the carriage and the dark between the stops. For once I did not chase what the quiet tried to mean. I let the moment sit beside me without asking where it led. A woman near the doorway held flowers wrapped in paper. A boy slept through his station with his headphones on his chest. The map above us flickered, no one looked surprised. Everything kept moving without needing to arrive. I loosened one old question from the fist inside my coat. It did not fall away, it only stopped asking to be held. There is a place inside right now, before it turns to reason, before I make a lesson from the shape of being here. No finish line before me, no past I need to prove. There is a place inside right now, I can stay there too. I used to make each silence answer for my life, turn every empty minute into evidence of loss. But maybe peace is smaller than the story I expect. One seat, one passing station, one breath I do not correct. Nothing has to open, nothing has to close. The night can move around me without telling me where to go. There is a place inside right now where I do not need becoming, where I am not a failure for being in between. No finish line before me, no brighter self to chase. There is a place inside right now that lets me have this day. The train moved on, the window For a while I did not look away. You said pick one for me. I chose wrong. You kept it anyway. The corner store was humming with its tired little fridge. You leaned against the glass door like the day belonged to you. I read every label twice just to have somewhere to look. You laughed and took the blue one from the row I nearly chose. We talked about nothing, but I kept every word. The loose cap on your bottle, the way your bracelet turned, cold drinks at the corner, sunlight on your sleeve. Nothing much was happening, but it kept happening to me. We stood beside the traffic light, waiting through the second change. You told me you hated olives with a seriousness I loved. I said I never finish movies when the ending feels too neat. You said that explains a lot, and smiled down at your drink. Maybe this is how it starts, not with courage, not with signs, just a reason to keep standing. Where I could have said goodbye. We talked about nothing, but I kept every word. The small straw wrapper twisting between your careful hands, cold drinks at the corner, the street too bright to leave. Nothing much was happening, but it kept happening to me. You said same time tomorrow, like it was almost a joke. I said maybe, I was already hoping so. I saw someone turn the corner with your old kind of walk. For half a second, years moved closer, then became someone else. I kept going with my coffee, cooling in one hand, but the question found its way in before I could refuse. If we passed today, would anything in us turn? Would some small part remember before the rest had learned? I wonder if your smile is different, if you pause before you speak, if you still look down at pavement when a thought cuts underneath. I wonder if I would seem familiar or only most known, like a song heard through a doorway from a place you used to go. If we passed today, would we slow without a reason? Would the years stand between us or move aside a little? I do not need the old life back. I do not want to prove that something still is waiting where I once waited for you. If we passed today, maybe nothing would begin. Maybe only one quiet second would remember what we'd been. We have both become people the past did not predict. Different rooms, different mornings, different ways of being missed. I would not know your daily weather, you would not know mine. Still there are names the body keeps long after they leave the mouth. Not as a wound, not as a wish, just as proof that once someone mattered closely. If we passed today, I might know you by the silence that would open for a moment, then let the city back. You might smile like a stranger, I might nod and let you go. Nothing broken, nothing answered, nothing either heart would owe. If we passed today, that would be enough for me. Not a doorway to the past, just a window briefly seen. The person at the corner was not you after all. Still I walked a little slower until the question passed. It wasn't even a love song that made it feel more true. My phone lit up at 10:03 while the kettle clicked itself off. Just a link and one small sentence, maybe this is your kind of song. I played it low the first time, then again without a reason. The melody did nothing dramatic, the thought behind it did. You sent a song, and I heard more than music. I heard the day continue somewhere after we had left it. You didn't say you missed me, you didn't make it brave. No careful little confession, no heart hidden in the phrase. Just a song you thought might find me, just a line you almost took back. I watched the typing dots appear, then disappear like that. You sent a song, and the room became less quiet. Not because it filled the silence, but because it knew my name. I let it play beside me while the evening settled in. You sang a song, and something small began again. mistaken louder gestures for something I could trust. But this was only ordinary, which made it hard to rush. No promise in the message, no future leaning through, just proof that for a moment you had carried me with you. You sang a song and the room became less quiet, not because it changed the evening, but because it let me know that I was not the only one who took the long way home. You sang a song and I didn't feel alone. It wasn't even a love song. Still, I played it one more time. Your hand rested near mine on the edge of the table, close enough to notice, far enough to leave me free. I was still learning safety without checking for its cost. You did not move to claim me, you let the moment breathe. Your hands knew how to wait. They did not ask for proof. They stayed beside the silence until I could move too. I have known touch that hurried, warm only on the way to becoming an answer I was not ready to give. But you left space between us, not cold, not far away, just enough for my fear to stop preparing to leave. Hands that wait can hold more than hands that take. They can keep a feeling open without closing round its name. You were near enough to reach me, kind enough not to try. Your hands knew how to wait, and that is why I came closer. Maybe trust begins before the fingers touch, in the mercy of a person who does not need too much. Maybe love can stand beside an unopened door and still be love completely, not less for wanting more. Hands that wait can hold more than hands that take. They can make a quiet promise without asking it to speak. When I finally reached across, you did not act surprised. You only turned your palm like it had been listening all night. Your hand in mine was not the start, it was the answer your patience never forced. checking my phone. The room looked almost familiar, with the daylight on its own. I made coffee too slowly, I let the spoon ring twice. For once the sound did not become a memory of your kitchen. There were shirts across the chair, one blue, one gray, one white. I chose the one I wanted without asking who I used to be. I am not new, I am not free of everything, but I am almost my own again. And almost is a beginning. The street below is waking with deliveries indoors. Someone laughed beneath my window. I did not search for yours. I still know where the hurt lives, I still know what it weighs. But it did not choose my breakfast, it did not plan my day. I walked out with no music, just keys inside my hand. The morning did not save me, it only let me stand. I am almost my own again, not shining, not remade, just less afraid of silence, less loyal to the ache. The past can keep its corner, it does not need the room. I am almost my own again, and I can feel it moving through. I used to think recovery would sound like a door closing, clear enough for everyone to hear that I had changed. But this is more like noticing my name inside my mouth, not tied to anyone leaving, not waiting to be called. A small return to living, a quiet choosing back. No victory in the mirror, just a face I do not pass. I am almost my own again, not whole in some perfect way, just here without permission from what I could not say. The past can keep its corner, it does not get the room. I am almost my own again, and almost feels true. I locked the door behind me, the morning let me go. Everything, almost my own. I knew the crack outside the pharmacy, the bench with tape around one side, the laundry sign that flickered even when the afternoon was bright. I had passed it without seeing, made a habit out of going through. Then you slowed beside the crosswalk, and the street made room for you. It was not the city changing, it was not some brighter view. The street was the same street, I was different next to you. You noticed painted numbers fading on a second floor door. I noticed how you paused there, like small things still deserved more. The florist swept the sidewalk, a child dropped coins near the curb. You bent down before I moved, then smiled like it was no work. The same street felt different with your steps beside my own. Not because the world grew kinder, not because the light was new. You made ordinary corners feel less like passing through. The same street felt different, and so did I with you. To new town, new door, new morning, some clean dividing line. But you turned toward a small detail I would have walked beyond, and I began to understand how attention becomes home. The same street felt different with your silence close to mine. Every familiar doorway held a little extra time. You made ordinary corners feel like places I could choose. The same street felt different, and I was different too. Nothing moved for us, the street stayed where it was. You walked beside me, and that was enough. Someone careful, not from you. That was the part that stayed. He said it near the doorway, halfway through another thing. Like news becomes less heavy when it does not know your history. I nodded at the right time, I kept my face arranged. The room went on around me with no reason to change. It was not even terrible, that almost made it worse. A small turn in your life, I thought I would have heard from you first. It was not the news, it was who it came through. The distance had been growing, but now it had a voice. I pictured you deciding there was no need to call, or maybe not deciding, which may have hurt me more. Maybe it crossed your mind and passed without a place. Maybe I had become someone you no longer had to update. I do not want importance that your life cannot afford. I only thought some moments still knew where I was. He did not bring the news, and I understood too much. Not everything is ended by a door or by a touch. Sometimes it is quieter, one story told elsewhere, one careful person speaking what you did not choose to share. You did not bring the news, I carried that alone. Not because I had a claim, but because I thought I was still close. fire to defend, just a smaller kind of knowing where something used to stand. I can let your life move forward, I can let my place grow less, but I had not known the shape of it until I heard it secondhand. There are endings people announce, there are endings people live. This one arrived politely from someone who did not mean to hurt me. He did not bring the news and I heard what it meant. The bond had changed its address without asking my consent. Sometimes loss is quiet, no scene, no broken tone, just the moment you discover you are no longer first to know. You did not bring the news, I will not call it cruel, but something in me stepped back from the place I kept for you. I finished the conversation. I thanked him for telling me. Then I walked home with the news you did not bring. On the doorknob before my mind agreed. The hallway light was buzzing like it wanted nothing from me. Keys inside my palm, coat still on the chair. 1,000 things to answer, none of them starting there. I stood between the rooms, not leaving, not staying, just listening to my body try to talk me out of moving. No answer came, I breathed anyway. Not deep enough for peace, just enough to stay. A stairwell smelled like dust and someone's morning toast. A neighbor's radio murmured through a half-closed door. I counted 7 steps, then counted 7 more. Not because it mattered, but because counting gave me form. Outside the day was ordinary, almost careless with its light. The world did not grow gentle, I did not become fine. One breath anyway before the thought could close. One breath at the threshold, 1 foot past the door. I could not hold the future, I could not fix the wait. So I gave the next small minute 1 breath anyway. I used to wait for ready, like a train that would arrive, some clean and certain signal that would make the moving right. But some days do not offer anything that clear. They only leave a handle and the body standing near. So I did not call it courage, I did not call it change. I only crossed the hallway with my fear still in its place. 1 breath anyway before the thought could close. 1 breath in the open air, 1 step I did not owe. but I had moved into it. My hand left the doorknob, the door closed behind me. Nothing was solved. Still, I was outside. The paper bag split open in the parking lot heat. Oranges rolled under cars. I stood there feeling foolish. You did not laugh too loudly. You did not make it sweet. You only bent down beside me and gathered what I dropped. I kept saying I was sorry for something no one blamed. You handed me the last one like it still belonged to me. No witness but the day, no reason to perform. Just your hands in the afternoon, making one small failure warm. The receipt stuck to my sleeve. The milk was sweating through. A cart kept drifting sideways until you caught it with your shoe. Nothing in that moment looked like love from far away. No music from the distance, no light arranged to stay. But you made room for my embarrassment without letting it grow. You helped me hold the ordinary until I could hold it too. There was no witness but the day, no promise standing near, no one there to tell us what the kindness meant. Only fruit inside a paper bag, your shoulder close to mine, and the feeling that a life could become gentle over time. No witness but the day, and still the day knew enough. Some love begins quietly by not making small things rough. I used to wait for proof that could not be explained away, something large enough to silence every doubt I had saved. But proof can be too noisy, it can ask too much too soon. This was only you beside me in the white heat of afternoon. No speech about forever, no brave and shining line, just care that did not need to be seen, to be kind. There was no witness but the day, no story to defend, no perfect scene around us, no beginning we had planned. Only fruit inside a paper bag, your fingers brushing mine, and a tenderness so ordinary I almost missed the sign. No witness but the day, but I remember it still, how you helped me with the small thing, and the small thing changed how I felt. The bag held until the corner, the oranges stayed in place. No one saw it happen, the day did. room kept all its shadows, the ceiling said nothing back. I had spent the whole day arguing with versions of the past, making every small mistake stand up and give its case. The lamp beside the window made a tired circle there. I sat inside its edge and let my hands be bare. No need to win tonight, no need to be right. Some wars inside the mind can wait outside the light. I did not need the clean line where blame could finally rest. I did not need the sentence that would make me hurt the best. The floor held my old clothes, the chair held one more day. Nothing in the room was fixed, but nothing asked me to explain. I let the questions gather without calling them a sign. I let one breath arrive without turning it to proof. No need to win tonight, I only need to rest. I can lay the story down without deciding what it meant. No verdict on the pillow, no trial in my chest. No need to win tonight, I only need to rest. I have made a courtroom out of every quiet hour, called myself the witness, the judge, the one on trial. But the heart is not a case file, the past is not a room where every broken detail has to tell the final truth. Maybe peace begins smaller, one screen turned away, one light left on low, one night I do not use against myself. No need to win tonight, I only need to rest. I can leave some things unfinished and still loosen in my chest. No answer has to save me, no bright return of strength. No need to win tonight, just enough to stay. No need to win tonight, no need to be right. The room can hold the silence while I give myself the night. I turn the phone face down. The dark did not become kind, but I stopped asking it to choose a side. I used to wait for certainty to enter like a light, for some clean and shining moment to make the feeling right. But you were at the kitchen table, moving slowly through the day, pushing your cup a little over so my tired hands had space. No sudden change in weather, no meaning written clear, only the way you noticed when I almost disappeared. I did not need a sign, I only needed met you there, quietly making room where I forgot to ask for care. No great design above us, no reason dressed as proof. I stopped looking for a sign when I started seeing you. You never made a speech of it, you never turned it grand. You learned the kind of silence I can bear when I am sad. When I was late to answer, you did not fill the air. You let the question stay beside me until I could meet it there. Maybe love is smaller than the proof we try to find. Maybe it arrives unnoticed and waits until we recognize. I have trusted brighter feelings that vanished when they were named. I have followed perfect timing into places that could not stay. But you remained unremarkable in the most necessary way, like a chair pulled out beside me at the end of a difficult day. I did not need a sign, I only needed you there, turning down the noise when the world became too much to wear. No great design above us, no promise rushing through. I stopped looking for a sign when I started trusting you. Nothing told me from the sky, nothing had to. You were there, that was how I knew. The kettle clicked itself silent after the water cooled. One towel moved on the balcony in the slow air after dusk. I had no great conclusion, no clean and shining line, only one cup in my hand and a room that did not ask. The day had not been perfect, I had not been brave all through. Still I watered the small plant and watched the dark come gently. This is enough for now, not everything, not all at once, just enough to let me stay inside the hour I have. I used to need an ending that could answer for the pain, some final kind of meaning to mating worth it. But life kept arriving in smaller clothes than that, a towel drying slowly, a spoon left by the sink. One message answered kindly, one chair pulled toward the light. One evening I did not turn against myself for feeling tired. This is enough for now, I do not need the whole road. I do not need tomorrow to promise what it cannot know. The past can keep its shadow, the future can stay white. This is enough for now. One room, one breath, one quiet life. beyond the hurting. I am not made of peace. There are days I still go looking for a door that does not lead back. But I know a little better how to leave some things unnamed, how to let a moment hold me without asking it to change. Maybe this is not the ending. Maybe endings are too neat. Maybe what I wanted was only this much ease. This is enough for now. Not finished, not complete. Just the sound of water cooling and the floor beneath my feet. No proof that I am stronger, no bright and final vow. I can live inside this evening. This is enough for now. This is enough for now. The night does not have to explain. I can sit here with my own life and not wish it away. The towel moved on the balcony. The cup warmed both my hands. Nothing grand was waiting for now. I understand. My hands were cold. The town was new. I was almost brave. The platform smelled like metal and coffee from a paper cup. My suitcase leaned beside me like it knew I might give up. A map was folded wrong inside my coat pocket. I kept turning it around as if north could become easy. You did not say be fearless. You did not say be strong. You only touched my sleeve when the crowd began to move. I was almost brave, and somehow that was enough. One foot on the yellow line, one breath I did not rush. The streets had different names than the ones I knew by heart. Every window held a version of a life not yet begun. I missed the room I came from. I wanted this one too. The old life pulled behind me, but the morning pulled me through. You walked a little slower so I would not feel behind. You let me hate the leaving without doubting the new life. Cold hands, new town, no perfect start ahead. Just your coat near my shoulder and the words I had not said. I was almost brave, not certain, not unafraid. But the road became less lonely when you matched my pace. Cold hands, new town, nothing shining, nothing sure. Still one small step beside you felt like one step more. feel cleaner than it did, like closing one clear chapter and walking out of it. But every start is weather, every door has weight. Some mornings ask for courage before courage knows its name. You did not pull me forward, you did not hold me back. You only made the distance feel possible to cross. Cold hands, new town, the day still felt unknown, but I stopped counting every corner as a place I did not belong. I was almost brave, and almost brave could move. The fear was still inside me, but so were you. Cold hands, new town, one platform, one deep breath. I was not done with dreaming, I was not leaving yet. My hands were cold, the town was new. You walked beside me, and I kept going. You answered from the doorway with your coat still in your hand. I asked about the evening, you said it had been fine. Once you would have told me how the whole thing went too long, who laughed at the wrong moment, which street you took back home. But the story ended early, you left your keys beside the bowl. The room did not get colder, but I felt something close. The quiet changed before we said it had. The same space between us started giving something back. I kept washing the same cup long after it was clean. You stood near the counter looking past the window frame. There was no cruel sentence, no anger in your face, only careful little kindness where your warmth had been. I asked if you were tired, you said maybe just a little. I heard the mercy in it, and the distance underneath. The quiet changed, and I could not change it back. What used to feel like shelter started sounding like a fact. You were still beside me, still gentle, still here. But the silence had a shape I had begun to fear. I wanted one clear ending, something I could understand. A door closed hard, a voice raised once, a line drawn in the sand. But love can leave more softly than the heart knows how to hear. It can keep its coat on by the doorway and call the evening fine. It can spare you every sharp word and still be halfway gone. It can hold you with good manners while already letting go. The quiet changed, we did not know what to name it. You were kind enough to stay, but not close enough to reach. What used to feel like shelter had become a careful room. The quiet changed between us, and I changed inside it too. You said you were tired, I said I understood. Neither one of us was lying. That was what made it hurt. We learned the tender parts by heart, then learned where they could bruise. Some nights we held our anger back, some nights it came through. The table kept our silence, the hallway kept our names. We passed each other carefully, like glass inside a frame. We were hurt, but we were not cruel. That was not enough to save us. Still, it mattered too. You stopped asking me to promise what I no longer knew. I stopped making you the reason for the weight I carried through. There were days we nearly found it, some small mercy in the room. Then morning came between us with the same old tired truth. There was kindness after damage, not enough to make us stay, but enough to keep the ending from taking all the good away. We could name the ways we failed without calling love a lie. There was kindness after damage, and it helped us say goodbye. Clear villain, so leaving would feel clean. You wanted one good memory to prove it still had meaning. Maybe both were ways of hiding from the harder thing we knew. We had loved each other honestly and still become untrue. Not false, not faithless, just no longer whole enough to carry what we asked for. There was kindness after damage, not gentle all the way, not beautiful enough to make the broken parts okay. But we did not burn the story just to warm our separate nights. There was kindness after damage, and we left with some care alive. We did not last, we did not have to lie. without becoming cruel.